improvements that you wanted to see, and how could you guys have been any better?
Still a work in progress. I think, allowing 47 is less than 50 plus, but I think, defensively, I saw a little bit more activity, some engagement, just some coverage, sometimes we had to land the plane and get things covered. I thought that, we tried to be a little bit more aggressive and at the beginning of the game. Generating 29 points off of 22 turnovers is a great pocket to be in. We only had 15 assists, but I thought we had some decent looks, got to hit some shots. But overall, like, wins are hard to come by no matter who we're playing. Road is where we need to get better. And I think, finding a way to win, in spite of not being our best or our sharpest, we'll take that.
Hey, and I just wanted to like get your thoughts on just just on the league as a whole and just how teams are making moves at the midseason and like trade deadline deals that we really haven't seen before. Just I just want to get your thoughts on what that means for the league, and also I guess what does that say about your team that it feels like as if you're saying we're going for it.
Yeah, there's growth. The game is growing in a lot of ways. A lot of teams are vying for playoff positions, positioning in the standings in general. And the fact that there's so much movement means, everyone is, conscious of making their teams better or whether it's now or future. I just give, credit where credit's due. Our, T and Pokey putting together an opportunity, a roster together with an opportunity to compete at a high level, first and foremost. And we're, making these moves because of that. And I think that, getting the growth of the league, the growth of the game, more eyes on it, more opportunities to actually, win in this league. I enjoy being a part of it.
And just my like last one here. Do you think you're done? I mean, I don't know what much more you can do, but it would seem that again, based on these past three games, that maybe fortifying that bench a bit more. Do you think you're done or not?
I mean, deadline is when it is. We made one of a great move, a big move. And so we're just gonna take it day to day and see what that brings.
There you go. Thank you.
All right, we'll go over to Jeff Brown. So go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, first, in the third quarter when Washington's making their run and Ariel Atkins is knocking down 4 3-pointers, kind of what's going through your mind at that point, and then just maybe like the lessons learned and how you were able to overcome that in this game.
Again, it's defensive, just mindfulness. We were switching up our coverages a ton, and to counteract that, I feel like neutralize it a little bit later on. So the lesson is to continue to adjust as the game adjusts.
With 1 minute to go, you called a timeout, and then that's when you execute the play with Skylar and NECA. Can you just talk about that play?
Yeah, our three best players in action is what is going to come down to a lot in games, especially in situations like that. Washington is in a coverage in which we know creates a single side tag. So Skylar, NECA set a great screen. Sky attacked it, read it, and found NECA for a layup because they're gonna stay connected to a shooter in that aspect. They stay connected to Jewel in that single side tag action. So just reading the game, seeing it, and great players making great plays.
And Sammy Whitcomb, somewhat limited minutes, but just really impactful. Can you kind of talk about what Sammy's been able to do for you guys off the bench?
I thought Sammy was very solid, getting downhill, being aggressive, finishing in the paint, being poised defensively. Like Sammy is a champion, and she's a vet in this league, and this is her time. This is her time of the season, coming off a very strong Olympics. I know that she is experiencing a lot, mental, physical, something. I don't want to call it fatigue because Sammy's Iron Woman to me, honestly, but her presence, her poise today was super important for us. And I know that she's going to find some rhythm from the 3-point line, as is the rest of our crew. But I trust Sammy tremendously. I know what she has done in this league. I know what she has done for this organization on this team. I've seen it firsthand. So we're going to continue to tap into that.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Jeff. We'll go over to Alberta.
Hi, Coach. Just wondering if you could talk to us about your front court, having that edge in the paint of 38 points against 38 Storm points against 28 from Washington. As coming out with a double-double and NECA with just 2 rebounds shy of double-double. Can you talk to us about them, about how you've been utilizing those players, especially in wins like that?
I thought Ezzy's activity was really, really good today. At halftime, I thought she had more points than 5, but because it felt like she was making a lot of plays and just again cutting, screening, and all those things. But her activity, when her activity level is high, it helps. Ezzy benefits when we move the ball, when we're playing in some pace. And she, she's big with those rebounds. I thought, Austin was a tough coverage, and I thought she stood in there and was very solid in getting us our possessions. And then, when she's able to get in pockets of scoring efficiently, we're better. She knocked down a 3. She took her 3 confidently. The ones that she did take that she didn't hit, I really liked it. But I just think it started with her activity level. And then, I mean, NECA has been efficient all season. I know there was a stretch I played for a long stretch, but she's cooking, but also, communicative on the defensive end, just a presence of leadership and basketball that we really need in these moments where we're trying to find, our groove and find some comfort. She doesn't, take bad shots. She's, trying to be the best version of herself. And, when those two are playing at a high level combined, like we are deadly.
And that's the end of this road trip. What was your message for the team? Now that you're going home, there was not an easy road trip. What was your message for the team, and what is the mentality going forward?
Yeah, win is a win. Wins are hard to come by in this league, no matter the team or the time frame. Tomorrow is a wellness day for us, and so I think it's very important that we lock into our wellness. I don't take those days for granted at all. Getting away from the gym and really focusing on refresh, reboot, re-energize, revitalize yourself, and get in a great mental space, and then follow that up by a day off. So we have a little bit of time to kind of get our bodies back acclimated to, Seattle time and some people healing up from injury. And we're right back at it in a couple of days. And, the end of the season is near. I talked about, the season feeling like an 800-meter race. It's a quick sprint, a fast sprint, and we're at the latter part of that sprint. And so I need more focus, more energy, more discipline.
That's it for me. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, we'll finish off with Christian. Christian, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. My first one is about kind of the versatility that you have with your stars. In the last game against the Fevers, I believe Skylar had 12 first quarter points. And then in this game, NECA had 14. Could you just speak to the versatility that you have with the players that you have in your roster, and also kind of like stepping up to the moment when, the offense might not be flowing through other players?
Yeah, they're elite. They've done this at a high level consistently in the league. And, for many years, I'm on the opposite side of that. So to be the beneficiary of, athletes who are amazing, they put in the work. You guys see the product like for game day, but it's like, Sky and NECA in particular, they're in the weight room after games. They have a regimen, they're sharp with those things. And, obviously Jewel she's a champion. She's been great in this league as well. So it's not a by chance that these things happen and happen in great spurts. It is because they honor the game, they respect the game, they put in the work, and when the lights come on, it translates. And yeah, I'm glad they're with the good guys. That's us.
And my last one, kind of about the national conversation about the storm. I know that's not really something that you care about, but as far as the rhetoric, as far as Seattle struggling with shooting, what isn't really talked about is the fact that Seattle is the only team in the league that is top three in most of the hustle points, points off turnovers, second chance points, points in the paint, things of that nature, and also 29 points on 22 turnovers tonight. Just kind of wondering, could you speak to the effect that this has kind of getting those points from other phases of the game?
Yeah, defense isn't sexy to everybody, but it's important for us. And I think, all season, because we haven't shot efficiently and, our offense is trying to find some rhythm, our defense has sustained us with generating points. And if that's going to be the way in which we have to play to win games, we have to do that. Is it sustainable? We'll see. Yeah, we have to shoot the ball better. We have to play better offensively. But if our defense can keep us in games, can generate points, if we continue to get to the free throw line, I think that's huge as well. These are things that counter or not neutralize, but kind of I don't know the word I'm looking for. They help when we're struggling offensively. So our defense is going to continue to ratchet up and turn up and try to generate some easy points for us until we kind of can get some consistency. Once the ball goes through, I feel like once we get some rhythm, it will become contagious.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.